What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. Season of the Deep is quickly approaching for us, with I think Arc going to be very meta and heavily used. So I wanted to make this fusion rifle right here from this season, actually, the Iterative Loop. It is an Arc special weapon fusion rifle, like I said, that I think is going to pair very well with that subclass next season, and is still even a great gun at the moment. Now, starting off, want to go over its origin trait real quick, which is that Nanotech tracer rockets. So landing multiple hits turns your next shot into a little homing micro rocket. So in PvE, this is nice for that little bit of extra damage. Definitely hard to get it procced inside of PvP, just because you do need those multiple hits. But if you've been absolutely slaying, it is nice to get that extra little bit of damage from that homing rocket. Now, this bad boy right here is a rapid fire frame, so inside the Crucible you can get some absolutely gnarly shots with this when we build it out for some juicy range as well. So you have a couple options for your masterwork. You can go with charge time if you're being really quick about it, but you can also go with that range masterwork so we can juice it out even further. Now, I was finally able to grab my 5th red border, so I am just crafting this. Now, for my God Roll, once I have it leveled up, I'm going with full bore for that PvP, so we can have that nice increase to range and handling. Stability doesn't matter as much to me inside of the Crucible with this Iterative Loop. Now, in our second column for our battery, I'm going with Projection Fuse. Gives us that increase to range again. So we're going to have this stacked out, like I said, so you can absolutely map people with this fusion rifle. Now, for our enhanced perks, I personally am going to go with Under Pressure, so we have that improved stability and accuracy as the magazine gets lower, and this is procced in Crucible basically instantly, since we only start with those 2 in the magazine. If you're collecting a lot, like I said, you can have this proc later on, but it is very rare that you have more than enough in your inventory to not have this proc, and that stability and accuracy is super nice, especially when we pair it with our next perk. That perk I'm talking about is that enhanced kickstart, so when we gain bonus damage and charge rate during slide after sprinting for an improved duration. So we're going to have that range up at all times with this, and then when we go slide around a corner, we're going to be able to charge very fast and have that increased damage. So like I said, you can map Guardians with this by doing that little trick. Kind of start it before you go in for that slide, come around the corner, and then just absolutely annihilate people from so far away with a fusion rifle, in my personal opinion. Now, when we move on to the PvE side of this weapon, we're going to go with that masterwork to charge time, so we can just do a little bit more DPS, because we can shoot it just that slightly bit faster, which it does add up over time. Now, in our second column, I am going to go with that small bore perk. Just think it is very good for the range and stability of this, and it gives us back some of the loss that we would get from the others in handling. So we can switch on and off of this with our heavy, whatever it may be, to do some pretty nice DPS. Now, when we moved on to our enhanced traits, I personally am gunning for this for my God Roll with Lead from Gold. Picking up heavy ammo also grants this weapon ammo, so it is very nice, so we never ever run out of ammo basically, especially with that change to the mod system. It is a lot easier to get ammo to drop, I think personally, especially from other Guardians that are on your fire team. So this Lead from Gold allows us to have this up at all times. And finally, in our 4th column, we have 2 options in my personal opinion. First off is that Volt Shot. Reloading after defeating a target overcharges this weapon for a short period of time, causing it to jolt on its next hit. So very good at clearing adds with this, and we can use that jolt to stun champions. So it is a nice little bit, especially if you have a lot of adds while you're doing DPS and able to proc Volt Shot a lot. This thing is going to be nasty next season with that arc meta. Now, the other perk that I am talking about, which I think I probably will tend towards, is Demolitionist right here. So I'm going to have Lead from Gold with Demolitionist as my god roll, but Volt Shot as a backup. So final blows with the weapon generate grenade energy. Activating the grenade allows for this weapon to reload from the reserves. So again, with that faster charge time that we're going to have, as well as having ammo basically all the time, we're going to be able to get our grenades back and do DPS very, very quickly and very, very high DPS because of demo, which is definitely one of my favorite PvE perks just in general. So definitely going to be crafting it with that demo on it, but Volt Shot I will craft as well just to try it out and see how much fun it is on this fusion. So hopefully y'all can get those 5 red borders at some point inside of this season or the next if you are close. And next season, like I said, that arc meta gonna be nuts, and this thing is going to pair perfectly with that. So thank you guys again for that support. We are so close to Season of the Deep. Lots of changes to exotics in weapons and armor and a lot of the sandboxes. So we're going to have a lot of new builds and weapons to go over. So make sure to hit that bell, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of that. And I truly appreciate all y'all. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.